Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you're having an excellent start to your day. And we're really just diving right into it now. Unfolding the heart is really just living out this mantra of live love. It's the full realization and recognition of what you are and what life is. And this morning, we're going to tap into that because the purest essence of what we are as this spirit and body really does resonate and align more with the heart than anything else. So we're going to dive right into it. So get your last few wiggles out. If you got pets on your lap, this is your time to kind of get them cozied and settled in. And from here, I lovingly invite you into the space of the heart. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, allow yourself to take a nice deep inhale with each sound of the bowl as it rings. As you exhale, transform that release into a powerful Om. Allow yourself to relax the jaw and open the mouth to resonate that A note. And as you close the mouth, the U and the M will form naturally. Allow yourself to shift the focus towards this present moment. Let go of the past. The future does not exist. All that is right now. This infinite and eternal moment in this matrix of love. Know that you are love. What we are going to witness is but the aroma of our beingness. You are already that in which you're searching for. When we awaken to our pureness, it's through this process of revealing what we're not, leaving what remains, that pure, unbounded light, ever unfolding. Allow yourself to see it. Simply rest, simply be. When you hear this final tap of the bell, take a nice deep breath in. And as that bowl fades into silence, so too allow yourself to release the breath, focusing more and more on the calm, the stillness, the effortless presence that always is. Come here to know fully that you are love manifested in this ethereal form we know as consciousness, as spirit. And this dense physicality of the physical body is nothing more than a lower vibratory state of energy. One must not overlook the fundamental reality that we live in is based upon a matrix of light. Fractals built upon fractals. Energy in varying frequencies and vibration. Know here that your own beingness resides not in the brain, but the heart. This eternal energy, this primordial source of energy that permeates all things, that is all around you and within you. The essence of the universe itself is the core of who and what you are. And know that that energy is love. Know in your heart now, when you feel that warmth shining and radiating from your chest with excitement, with satisfaction, with love. And that is but the natural aroma and essence of who and what you are. So it's important to recognize that your beingness is always in this process of unfoldment. It is always trying to unleash its shine upon the world, but we cover it up with the attachments, with the assumptions, with the seemingly forgetting of who and what we are in this beautiful experience of life. Come back to the realization that you cannot experience what you won't entertain. You will never live and see out what you refuse to experience yourself. So hold this knowing in your heart, in your beingness. Repeat it to yourself. I am love. What happens when you yourself repeat this phrase to yourself, giving your full focus and adoration to these words? But even more, what happens when you take it a step further and you come to the full understanding that this statement of I am represents the totality of what all is? And telling yourself and reminding yourself that you are love is that subtle yet powerful knowing of the heart, the truth of the highest self coming through. That in this matrix of light, which is purely the manifested form of love, that not only are you love, but all else is too. The mind resists these words, these concepts, these themes. For the mind and the pain body instantly hold on to that in which it is based upon. Traumatic, painful, wounding experiences of the past. Purely holding on to the pain will blind us from ever seeing the love. So know here right now, the mind does not serve you in this search for truth, and it never will because it doesn't serve you yet. Let it go. Allow the mind to drop away, as it always does when you're having fun, as it always does when you're fully experiencing the now. The mind is but a tool. It is not your beingness. Come to see your true position in this play. Drop inwards fully to the heart. Let go of all assumption and expectation. And come to know these words, I am love, is not some cheesy cliche statement, but a profound reality of what you are and what all is. Marinate in that knowing that the air you breathe is that same love and energy you are. That the ground upon this earth is all a manifestation of love. And that your energetic body and your physical body are but varying forms of energy. This light we know as love. Come to know that everything in your experience, everyone, is but that manifestation of love. You are the perfect representation of the universe because it's you. You're that one unique window of love, that one light that is purely you. And just like the stars in the sky, there are none that are more beautiful than the other. It is all a backdrop of divine celestial beings. So too come to realize that your own unique beauty, your own unique shine, is that one spark of love that no one else can repeat. Love yourself fully by letting go of this character in which you've held on to as an identity. For these attachments are nothing more than thoughts. Life is always trying to show you what you are through the experience of what it feels like to act and live in this world. And when you're the happiest, when life is at its peak, effortless flow, it's because we fall in love with the moment. And we don't think about it. We just live it. That is the ultimate expression of what we are. The eternal flow. The effortless now. This light of love in which all is. Take a nice deep breath here. With a big smile on your face. Fill yourself up with that light of love. Release all tension. Release all doubt. With each and every exhale, the body becomes lighter and lighter. Again, taking a nice deep breath here. And releasing once more. If you don't already, have a smile on your face for one more final deep breath together. And again, release all tensions and doubts. Unfolding the heart simply means coming home to what you are. It's a letting go of this attachment to the false. It's a letting go of these attachments we have for others. Because the truth of what all is that all there is one eternal energy. Experience of self is but an illusion. It doesn't mean that your own unique sense of me will ever leave you. But in truth, that the limitations of what you know as me, the understanding of what we know as self, is but a small image, a slice of an entire spectrum of reality. Unfolding the heart allows you to go beyond this personal understanding of self. It allows you to go beyond the individualized me. This knowing of love and that you are that divine light allows us to transcend all assumption and enter into the knowing, to enter into the experience of undifferentiated being. That boundless state known as oneness. And it take not plant medicine or some type of drug to be consumed to know this and experience it. But we must allow ourselves to release the chains that are held upon the heart. What thoughts and assumptions do you still adhere to that hold you back from realizing that you are love, that you are therefore life, and that life is therefore you? That everything you breathe, taste, touch, see, smell, and know has always and will always be that divine light of love. The most beautiful happening of these realizations, or even these points of entertainment of the mind, is that we begin to align ourselves with these universal truths naturally. We begin to adjust and tune our frequency to that of the universe itself, love. And when we unfold on this level of the heart, everything in this human experience will align itself to present you with the reality, the validation, the lessons, the opportunities, the magic. To carry out these knowings that all is love, that you are love, and that in this matrix of light, when we unfold in the heart, we unlock the potential of this human experience fully, because this throne of the soul is our home. It's the purest expression of what we are as human beings, of spirit embodied. So adjust yourself. Tune yourself to this frequency of love within your heart. And even if it is not known from this sense of boundlessness, of oneness, you still know what it feels like to love. That warmth, that shine, that smiling heart. It matters not if it's evoked by someone else, because we all know that this opportunity arises when we can create, when we can do that in which we love. The beauty of this experience is that everything that we do and manifest in this world is love. So tap into your greatest power, in which you've always been using. This limitless star that is the heart. This divine light and energy that is you. The essence of our being is love. The essence of everything is love. Unfold your own heart and allow it to receive the light that is always shining. If the beingness still has an issue, if the mind is still presenting the many cases of why this isn't real, or why it's not applicable to you, dismiss them with the truth. Simply state, I am love, to yourself. Live in this world with that knowing at the forefront of your mind that all is the love and light. And again, the universe will provide you the experiential evidence to silence all doubt, to remove all fear, to erase all assumption, and bring you to that highest form of knowing in reality. First-hand experience. But what is holding you back from loving yourself? What is holding you back from unfolding and unlocking the power that is the heart? What is it that's stopping you from giving love to others and to life itself? It's here in this space of our own creation. We can let it go. Let down those walls. Let go of these thoughts and concepts of pain. Know here in the depths of your being that the past shall not repeat, because you are not the same as the past. So the heart has nothing to fear. Allow yourself to console the younger version of you that was met with adversity, with pain, with suffering, with a withholding of love. And pour that love onto yourself so that the heart can let go. Because it's here we must come to fully understand that the heart is always trying to protect itself, because the world in which we live is one based upon falsity. And these many falsehoods that so many attach themselves to create this dreamscape called Maya. So remember your true position in this play of life, in this game and matrix of light, that you are far more than anything that anyone has ever taught you or told you. But that life has always been trying to show you and to reveal to you your true position, the essence of who and what you are. And there's no quicker path. There's no greater road to realization than one from the heart. So again, look within your own beingness. What is the aroma of your own being? of your own pureness? Is it not quiet? Is it not calm? Is it not that warmth that shines and radiates from that heart smile? And the beautiful thing here to understand is those aspects of you are observed. They are but the aromas. They are but that radiant light shining off of what you are. A divine source of love and light that is infinite, that is eternal, that is incomprehensible, but can be fully understood by simply allowing yourself to let go. And as we know, the heart unfolds naturally because this is what it's always trying to do. This is what it's always doing. And in this spiritual path, we take this conscious journey into our own hands of unfolding the heart and allowing the light in which we already are to shine brighter and greater with every realization, and surrender to the false and the true. With this final tap of the singing bowl, again with a big smile on your face, take a nice deep and loving breath as you remind yourself that you are love, that all is love. And as you exhale and release, allow yourself again to chant one more final Om, allowing it to serve as your proclamation, a reminder to yourself to keep these knowings in the forefront of your mind as you live throughout the day, the week, the months to come. To reassert your true position, to tap into your eternal power, and to be that loving, unique, and beautiful light you are. To shine forth upon this beautiful experience as the gift you are to all of us. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I love you so much. There's been an ongoing experiment, many of you know, here on this channel, and those that have seen me in different interviews I've done, or on the show Creative Chat I host. The mantra I've been practicing this year is live love. And the more I marinate in these knowings every morning, the more that gets revealed. And I felt really compelled to have this be the theme of the satsang this morning, because the one recognition that has really just cut through this week and has been a really heavy point of application, starting really yesterday and a little bit on Friday, has been not only to remember and live in that knowing, kind of almost like we're wearing sunglasses. We perceive the thoughts, emotions, and internal environment, the physical feedback, and we experience and observe the external world through like this lens of all is love, that I am love, that all others and everything is love. And the step that kind of took that realization and that kind of application of live love was, how do I phrase this? It was fully giving the reverence that every slice of now is its own painting and image of love. Every slice of now, from the person that's trying to cut you off in traffic, from the, elderly person fumbling with coins while you're trying to check out at the grocery, that every aspect of what you're living is love, and to just kick back and watch it. No judgment, no assumption, no expectation, no trying to logically figure things out, no quantification or characterizations of anything you're experiencing. Just purely living it in silence. That just complete reverence to this divine film of life, that love that we show for a show that we like or movie that we enjoy. How do you, again, like, I can ask you this question, you can leave a comment, or as always, questions are more than welcome. But I ask you, like, when you're watching a show you really enjoy, when you're watching a movie you're just really into, are you thinking about anything else? For the most part, no. Most movies don't really have us think. They allow us to reveal the subtleties of what we can experience in life when we really let go. Just this experience of movies and what happens when we're fully enamored in something. We're just effortless. There's no thoughts. There's no assumptions. I love you too, DMD. Always been one of the realest ones here. And that right there, just repeat for those that aren't always looking at comments and stuff. First off, I love you too. You already know that. I'm afraid to tell others I love them. Thank you for opening my heart. Well, thank you for giving yourself the opportunity to open your own heart. It's all you, play it. But that aspect of the difficulty of telling people that you love them, that's more on you than them. And that's one of those things that is always funny, because I was the same way. It made me uncomfortable. I got really shy, honestly. And it was because I never really told it to myself. So one practice that I always kind of recommend to others, and I've done it with myself too, is tell yourself you love yourself. Really. I do it, well, technically when I was doing it, I did it at least 10 times. And when I would say it, I'd be looking at myself right in the eyes, really intimate with myself. And I knew I had an issue with love when the first time I tried to do it, I couldn't even say it to myself. This was when I was, in my late teens, early 20s, and I'd just gone through a bunch of just chaos, bringing me to these points of realization. But at the time, I was so lost and so confused and didn't love myself at all. Hated myself. I hated what I was doing, what life was becoming, and I just wanted out. And it took me quite a few times before I could fully tell myself I love myself. Full blown saying I love you to myself. First time I cried, couldn't do it. I think the second time I got into 3, but until I got to that point of being fully comfortable telling myself I love you and meaning it, everything else kind of became easy after that, because it's the process of reflection. I had to look at myself, even telling and accepting I love me, even all the bad shit, even all the past stupid stuff, even all of the ridiculous things. I had to really accept and love the good and the bad. And that's its own reflection exercise. But I always say that, if it's a difficulty with telling others that you love them, it lies within you. And because you can tell anyone you love them, they'll be receptive or not. But, you shine in that love and light, that's just you dancing your dance. That's amazing. That's beautiful. It's what we want, right? And when we can overcome our own internal tensions and resistances, we very much so align with life in this mission of truth and love. And it will reward us with those experiences and opportunities to kind of help plant seeds for others. And they'll have the opportunity to really grow them themselves. Yeah, transcend. That's all we can do. And just know that you're already doing it. I think that's the one thing about here in this unfolding the heart, is that life is always bringing you to these moments of unfoldment. Those aha moments, those realizations, those revelatory thoughts, the turning of a new leaf. We have so many different names for these things, but the most important concept here to really transcend from is this kind of mind's interpretation of what the spiritual path is. Like there's some A, B, C, D. I have to awaken here, 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 here. You don't at all. All you really got to do is just hold on to one question or one knowing that you are love, that all is love, or just the simple question of who am I? It's these little things that'll carry us through all these moments of doubt, all these tensions and assumptions. But in truth, the only thing that we can do in our experience is just put ourselves out there to witness what life is always trying to present us. For the most part, I would say a good chunk of the humanity right now probably has enough karmic experience to already wake up. Meaning, if you were just to really be a little bit more conscious and intentional with what you're doing in life, from just your observing and living and experiencing it to tapping into the subtleties that life is always presenting you and the people and the patterns and themes that repeat, there's enough material there to really introspectively look within and heal yourself and let go. To learn the lessons from the past so you can really write the story of the future that is new and ever unfolding. Ooh, see, I love this. This is why I always enjoy conversation and comments, because you get such a, dare I say, a full spectrum of personalities and people. So this one, the difficulty for me is accepting others' love. Love and compliments make me uneasy. I easily love and struggle with accepting it. Do I not feel worthy? I ask myself. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Oh, yo, that's a great introspection right there. And I would say explore that. I'm not going to say it's a right or wrong aspect, but in terms of when you feel that aspect, like, do I not feel worthy? It's your beingness trying to be like, hey, check this out, explore this. And yeah, there's really not much to be said by that, because it really does mirror DMD's point of, when it's uncomfortable for him to pour that love onto others. It's the same aspect, because you have to look at like, well, you're pouring the love onto them. If there's an issue with that being uncomfortable, there's something tension filled within you. And again, if it's people pouring love onto you and there's a blockage in the receiving process, that there's an aspect here that needs to be explored in terms of why. Why does it make you feel uncomfortable to receive it? Why does it make you feel uncomfortable to give the same love you give? I think I shouldn't say I think at this point, I kind of know that every one of us has a few cores that our ego kind of builds its illusions based around. And one of the major ones in our current society is worthlessness. We're always trying to jump through these hoops and hurdles of acceptance, of getting love from those around us, that we often at a young age begin to kind of compartmentalize and sacrifice aspects of ourselves to receive the love. And naturally, this is a process that kind of creates a trigger in our mind that it's like we're not enough, because we have to do something to get love from them. They just don't love us for what we already are. We have to be a little bit more chipper. We can't be melancholy. We can't, there's a lot of different things that happen. But again, in terms of giving and receiving, it always comes back down to the one character that really matters in this world. The one we know is me, myself, and I. And that is probably one of the more difficult, I would say, realizations to even start spirituality itself, is this area of accountability. Everything in terms of our peace into what disturbs it or takes that peace away, it falls on us. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what anyone else does or says. It matters how we respond to it. So in this theme and message of unfolding the heart, we need a lot more people to hold that light. And it starts by simply loving ourselves fully. To know that we are worthy of love, that we are worthy of getting what we want in this world, that we deserve happiness, that we shouldn't tolerate people crossing our boundaries when we've told them not to. You know, this is where we have to apply all the many facets of love towards ourselves, that fierce love, personal boundaries, clear communication, that effortless love, doing what makes you happy, creating something. Maybe it's even just relaxing and resting. That's a huge part of self-love that most ignore. You know, so unfolding the heart is not some cliche statement. It's the reality of what life is always trying to do that we resist. And when we can look at those points of tension, we can sever those threads so the heart just naturally just opens up. All it takes is a moment. Oh, gosh, you guys are great. I love you so much. But with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed. And in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow. And in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. I love you so much. Don't forget, smash the like, subscribe, share, do all the fun stuff. And if you're in Seattle next Sunday, send me an email or leave a comment or message. A men's group that I started up is meeting up again. Second Sunday of every month, the Sacred Sons gather. So it's an event called Building Brotherhood. And if you're interested, I would love to have you there. It's really a space for men to tap in and share and open up and really manifest. Work with a few women's circles or sacred circles and spaces here in Seattle. And it's powerful work. We really got to level up. This is the time to hold that light. So expect a lot of satsangs geared towards this ultimate form of healing and love. So again, take care. I love you so much. Have a great day. Peace.